Sir, don't think really everyone, including, some maybe personnel, get kind of mixed messages about getting on the same sheet of music when it comes to road conditions and who can drive on and off base and which condition. Would you mind explaining the rules for us straight from the horse's mouth?
Yeah, this is a very complicated matrix out there, but I'll tell you that when it comes to POV traffic, as we're in green, obviously you're traveling at will, normal operations. But as we progress through that, we start significantly limiting the POV traffic on the base. So when we go to amber, it turns into really essential traffic only. If you absolutely need to make a trip, then you make a trip, but essentially you stay parked if at all possible.
I would almost define amber to be, if you're going to and from work, go. If you're going to the BX to grab something, that's probably not what we're talking about.
Yeah, the idea is to leave the roads as empty as possible, because if we're at amber, the chances of us going to red or to a higher condition are pretty quick. As you move through some of the other options for getting around the base, as we move into amber, really you need to not be on a motorcycle or a bicycle. It means the road conditions are starting to become hazardous, and it just makes common sense. But straight up from USFK, we're actually a little more strict than that, because we want to make sure you're safe out there. So no motorcycle or bicycle operation in amber at all. Buses and taxis will continue in amber, so you'll still be able to get around the base on the shuttle bus and taxis. As we move into red now, we really shut things down. So there's essentially only essential traffic permitted. This is completely limited to and from work and entering and exit the base with POVs. Obviously, we've already shut off the bicycles and motorcycles before in amber, and now we're going to start thinking about how we're going to shut down the buses and the taxis. So they're going to turn into essential traffic only. So they're going to run the key essential routes, but that's about it. And then when we move into black, we are not traveling on the roads. The roads are essentially shut down. The only ones should be on the road are emergency personnel, police, fire, and some of our CE folks out there to clear roads or hazards if necessary.
There you go.
And I think there is some confusion because, as you said, Chief, we are actually a little bit stricter than USFK regulations. I'll admit, I see folks on bicycles in amber and red when the snow came a couple of weeks ago, and I did point them out and say, hey, just so you know, can't drive a bicycle. Of course, I would say that. Can't really ride your bicycle in amber, and folks don't know that because they think it's the USFK regs that says, they can get to and from work on a bicycle. Here, it's not the case.
Right, yeah, and our base is pretty small, so we do have a walking base. We'd like to shut it down a little further. Plus, our road conditions on the base are a little more complicated than some of the other bases. Lots of hills, lots of tight turns, lots of areas where you can get in some trouble out there, and, it'll be fun to slide right up until the point where you hit something solid. And
exactly. And the hills and the narrow roads and the turns are exactly what drives more restricted.